Well, there's the floor. I expanded the doorway to make sure that they could get in and out easily. I wanted to make sure they weren't bumping their heads in there. Now, it's time for me to start gathering some materials. I want to start putting together the sides now. So, what I'm going to do first, I think, is run tar paper. And well, first I'm going to do I'm going to put in the beds for nesting, the framing for the nests, and then I'm going to put in the chicken wire, covering the entire side of the whole chicken coop with chicken wire, and then I'll run tar paper, and the chicken wire will stop the chickens from pecking at the tar paper if they ever do decide they want to, and then on the outside will be the pallet wood siding. Now that's going to add some weight, so there's where I'm hesitating. That's why I'm talking really slow and thinking, because that'll add a lot of weight, and I really don't want a lot of weight. So unless I use the lighter weight pine wood for that, but I'm going to work on that as I work along. I'll give that some thought as I'm digging through the materials. So I'm going to take a little break and consider what I've done and what I've got left. Let's pick up the camera here and show you. I think not bad for just put together as I go. I still have to put on this end piece for the framing. Might even cut off this one, I don't know. Less weight is better. But we're looking good. I've got an A-frame chicken coop. I don't think it's going to look too ugly. I've been studying A-frame chicken coops and I think it's going to look alright once I get the chicken wire on it. I might even paint it. If I paint it green, I have that green. That'd be sort of cool if I paint it before I put the chicken wire on, but that would extend my time another couple days because that isn't happening today and the rain is coming soon. So we'll see how it goes. Well, have a walk around it and see what you think. Definitely a solid floorboard, easy to scoop up and shovel out. Very important. You want to really get in there with a shovel and scoop that out easily. Nice wide entry hole for the birds to come and go. Now that's the tiny little Bantams. That's what I call my little dove here. I call her a dove. She's not, but she looks like a dove. See these three actually, right there they are all together. See those three? They're so tiny. She looks like a dove. And I've been babying these and we're trying to protect them from the hawks. And there, I'm not sure if that one's a hen or a rooster. I think it's a hen. And then there's one rooster. So I want to get these guys protected as soon as possible and start breeding them. I'm making the nesting boxes. I don't even have a pencil out here. I'm just using screws to mark with. Chickens won't care too much, I don't think. I think I want to have 3 boxes at least. Give the girls some peace. Let them do their job. I'm using really thin pieces here. Really lightweight, thin pieces. See, I'm just using broken pieces here. It's all just pieces of a puzzle coming together. Better. The Bantam hens should be pretty happy when I'm done here. So there's 2 nesting boxes. Got to build a frame for the third. I'll show you what we got here, and I'll build the third box off camera. See, we've got little angled nesting boxes, pretty nice sized for the size of the Bantam hens. That's a really decent size box, and that'll give them all their privacy. And I'm going to put another one right here. And that way the hen won't be disturbed from whoever's coming and going inside. This one will be a shorter box, so. But it's coming along. And then this will be the opening door right here. This entire piece here will open up so I can reach in and access whatever I need to. It's gonna be good. And there's what'll be visible. Well, as I said, I probably should paint that. It'll look nicer and last longer, probably. I'm going to probably actually have this part tar papered over so that they have a I'm not sure. I think I might cover that up, but either way they'll have that extra area. I'll figure it out. I'll give it some thought. Once I start covering this up, then again, I don't want to make it too heavy. So it's going to be a solid structure and nice size for those 4 tiny little Bantams. This is really good. And then as they start having babies, I can just simply come out really easy with some A-frames extending out and make an extra runway for them, an extra area. So this is easily expandable. So I've got 3 nesting holes, actually 3.5 if they just choose to go in that little tiny cubby hole. They can fit, by the way, in that, the little Bantams. And I've got an entry door, all using, this is all scrap pallet wood. Every single piece you see is scrap pallet. I am leaving the opening just like you would in a house for attic ventilation. I am leaving that open, and I made a cute little door. I did not measure it, I just sort of scratched it out and cut it. But I think it's going to be good. Look at all the scraps I've got laying around from all the pallets I've dissected doing this today. I used 2 entire standard pallets and 2 and a partial. I was cutting boards off that. 2 and a partial lawnmower pallets. So yeah, it's good. Now I've just got to do the sides. I think actually the one door will be a solid piece of OSB, a solid OSB door with tar paper over that, and then if I want to put siding on it for looks, I'll do that later. But that'll definitely make it quick and easy. And I'm going to have a little overhang above the door so that there's no weather can get underneath it. And this section here is going to have a little bit of an overhang, and the overhang I think I'm actually going to curve outwards a little. so that any water runoff will stay off the board down underneath, unless there's a driving rain, in which case I can do nothing about that. And then the siding will come and extend about halfway across to here, if not all the way. Probably, actually, I think I'm going to come all the way to here. That'll give them a little aired platform and a little protected area and in their house. And then a nice sized runway underneath. Put this thing on wheels. We'll be good to go. It's a perfect little house. Now I made it intentionally a little bit smallish because we are talking about little tiny bantams, and that will help them to heat it better in the winter. And one thing I still want to do, I have to figure out where I want to do it, is put some roosts in here for them to sit up on. So I'm probably going to just put a ledge for nighttime, a board all the way across all of these, just about this height. Actually, I'll do that probably now. I'm going to put a board all the way across the entire front here, from here all the way across to here, so they can sit up on that and roost on it. And that'll give them a place to get up off the ground. They like to do that. And it'll be easier for me to clean their poop, because then all I have to do is come up underneath the roost and shovel it up, because it'll all be in one spot. It'll make my job easier. Making roost. There we have a roost for the chickens. Rounded, comfortable. It literally spans the entire width of the house all the way to the back wall, so I'll be able to put a screw in here and one over here, which will add extra support over here as well. Mosquitoes are out in force already. Can't believe it. They're hunting me. I can't believe the mosquitoes are out already. We've had snow on the ground just days ago. Just 3 days ago it was snow everywhere. Now mosquitoes are hunting me. I've killed a couple already. Good. Done. And should hopefully be able to get in and out of there. I think they won't have any problem with that. In and out of that roost. All right. Well, and that also adds strength to the entire front of the nesting boxes. Well, it's 6 o'clock. I've only got about an hour and a half left of good daylight. It's still warm though. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and tar paper it now. I'm going to pause the camera and consider the next step. Well, I started putting this on, and I just wanted to try it out and see if I could do a wrap around the side. Now here I'm going to cut with a knife when I do my doorway, so I'm not nailing the middle beam. And it's working exactly how I had wanted, how I had envisioned. See, now inside, it's going to be quite protected and nicely sheltered. I'll probably leave this end open from the I'll probably have an overhang, quite an overhang off the edge here with the siding, and then leave this end open so that they get fresh airflow through. And then sorry, I'm trying to work my tripod here. You can see it goes down below, a couple inches below, exactly what I wanted, so the water will run off and never get in onto the floor. It wrapped over the top, and the next piece will wrap over the other side, so water will never get in through the roof. It'll be double tar papered on the roof, and then this piece is going to overlap and cover the entire corner. And then when I do the siding, as I say, that end will hang open over the that'll have an extension so the rain won't drive in. And here I'm going to come and do the angled edge first, and then butt the side up against that and put a piece of trim over it. I think it'll look really nice. Cozy, looking nice and cozy for little tiny chickens, my little bantams. And then they're going to have plenty of room to run around underneath. And also, bonus is every piece of wood I added in there adds structural strength to stop it from shaking and swaying. So I might end up, let me see, there's one there. I might in the future put a couple cross braces just for extra strength so it doesn't try to sway on me and collapse sideways, because this will be a chicken tractor with wheels. So I'll let you watch me putting this side on. Let me just pause the camera while I set up the tripod. I was just experimenting here, and I wanted to do that off camera to see if this was even going to work. But yes, it does. This wraps around. See, the less cuts in the tar paper, the better, is my theory. Of course, you can't see what I'm doing. Funny enough. Now I'm going to have to come up with a straight edge and line this up later. Funny, this started out as just a couple pallets today. No. Without the risk of water ever running inside, well, that would be a nice peak. I'm going to come up and have a peak with the roof too. It'll be a fake peak, and then have a little piece of trim over that. I think that'll be fine. Just figure the less cuts I make, the better. Better off everything is. Really don't have to go overboard on nails right now because I am going to be putting the siding on, which will cover this up. Oops. Pull it tight enough. I'll fold that flat when I put the siding on. That'll work. I'm going to leave the overhang for now. Yeah, I'm liking it. Well, I do have to brace that broken piece. This broken piece here, I'm going to put some screws in that, brace that up. Oops, I'm pointing wrong. Right there. Be back in a minute, and I'm going to do that now. So, I'm going to do the same thing here, overhang a little bit. I'm going to curl over the top just like I did over here. Give me added protection, strength. Down below the edge, good. Now that'll be under siding, so don't worry, it's not going to be too hot in summer. This is just a waterproof protective layer. This will protect my wood from water and the birds. That'll be my best chicken coop to date. Again, I'm going to cut here. I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to put the top one in though, because there will be an overhang. Actually, what I'll end up doing is probably use another little bit of tar paper, come around and over. I'm going to have a little bit of a lip here, so that when I open the door, or the hinge of the door won't be leaky. That side. Well, at least the all the work I've done today will be protected from the weather in the next 2 days. Water will run off and outside. good thing. Put some tire tape over that. That's a bummer. Yeah, these chickens are going to have a mansion here. They are hooked up. Chicken mansion. I think I'll call this a tiny chicken house on wheels. Not bad, that's the piece I just patched up. It's holding all right. I'm not going to nail in the middle though because it's weak right there. Oh, I hit original nail hole. What's the chance of that? There. Now, as long as I don't have any intense winds tonight, this should be fine. There it is. Chickens will be safe. Alright, that's it for today. Tomorrow, I'll put the chicken wire. Actually, I might even have time. I think I can. I think I might be able to run the chicken wire. I'm going to have the door back here. So when I do the chicken wire, I've got a frame and a door. Yeah, I might have to wait. I'll leave it for tonight. And then I'm going to put a frame in a door so I can reach inside there through the chicken wire to access the birds as needed. And that'll have to be raccoon proof, so that's going to be a job in itself. It's going to have to be solidly framed in with a latch and hinges and everything. So tomorrow, that's a good job for the rainy time, is to go get the hinges. I'll need a hinges for the side door, the side entrance over here. Actually, let's take the camera off the tripod. I'm going to measure that and cut it tomorrow, cut it straight. So that'll be good. Or whenever, if it's not raining. Cut here and build a door and put hinges on it. So that'll be secured nicely. And then actually I can, yeah, this works. If I do this right, I can use the tar paper that's here and then you have that be the flap, the overhang. I think this is going to be fine. I think this will work just fine how I planned it. Chickens are doing what chickens do. Yeah. And then that'll be open airflow. Unless I decide in winter that they need to be covered, but I don't think so, because that's quite a shelter. That's a really nice shelter there for them now. They can hang out here if they want. I'll probably put a roost across here later. They can hang out outside if the weather is favorable, and get the cooler night air, a little breeze. And if they want in the winter, they can go right up inside and snuggle in. No matter what, they're going to be safe. Well, there's my tiny chicken house on wheels, taking shape. That's what I'm going to call it, the tiny chicken house on wheels. Well, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World on the off-grid project. Another day has come to a finish. Now it's time to clean up and put away the tools. Chickens are going to be happy in this one.